right, more breaking updates now coming in. The Enforcement Directorate is seeking Manish Sisodia's remand, seeking 10-day remand of Manish Sisodia. Today his custody comes to an end. The Enforcement Directorate is now seeking Manish Sisodia's remand, and it's seeking a 10-day remand. My colleague Priyank Tripathi joining us on the broadcast with the details. Priyank, details coming in of the Enforcement Directorate seeking a 10-day remand of Manish Sisodia. What are the details?
See, right now the matter was heard before the court, the special CBN EDI court of Judge M.K. Nagpal, and the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate has sought 10 days of police remand, for which the court has instructed Manish Sisodia to be produced before the court at 2 p.m. The morning lot of those inmates have already left from the Tihar jail where we are standing, and it is quite possible that after the while, soon after the order will be communicated to the Tihar jail officials, he will be moved towards the Tihar jail. The ED moved an application for issuing the production warrant of Manish Sisodia, and after his production, his custody will be officially taken. The court has also, asked the Enforcement Directorate that what are the grounds of the arrest, for which the ED has given their submission. And in this application, the court has also said that the IO under the section of 226 of CRPC is seeking the production warrant and the ED remand of the accused of Manish Sisodia for the 10 days. So that is a clear-cut, order which has come up, that the investigating officer of this case, which is of the excise policy case of the Enforcement Directorate, the IO has moved an application under CRPC 267, and the IO was already permitted by the court to give his official response to the court. So Manish Sisodia will be taken away from this Tihar jail to the Rouse court at 2 p.m. So post-lunch, he will have to be personally appearing before the court, and then after taking of the police remand, the Enforcement Directorate will take him to the headquarters where his questioning will happen. As we are already aware that there is going to be too much of development which is expected to happen in the headquarters of Enforcement Directorate today and tomorrow, because Sisodia will be taken, and then K. Kavita is also expected to join the investigation tomorrow itself.
Okay, all right. Priyank, stay with us. Harish Nair and Bhavtur Singh also joining us on the broadcast. Harish, so at Rouse Avenue Court, Manish Sisodia expected to be there at 2 p.m. today, but it looks like there's unlikely to be any relief for the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister.
Yes, that's Pratibha. Right, that's right. Just before his production from the Tihar jail, where he's under the judicial custody after the CBI custody was over. Now, as Priyank, my colleague Priyank was saying, that ED has sought a 10 days remand of Manish Sisodia. An application has been filed under 267 CRPC seeking production and ED remand of the accused Manish Sisodia for a period of 10 days. Remember, after 2 rounds of marathon hearing yesterday, ED had arrested him, and after questioning on a very serious series of issues like his destruction of evidence in the form of destruction of phones, repeatedly changing around 12 to 17 phones, and in a way sale of liquor to the private parties, and also increasing the profit margin of wholesale dealers from 5 to 12%, and several issues he was questioned, and after that ED has arrested him, and today, on a day when the Rouse Avenue Court will be hearing his bail application in the CBI case, ED will be seeking further remand, which essentially means that even if Manish Sisodia gets bail in the CBI case, he will not walk free, because ED will be seeking his custody for further questioning in the money laundering case, and according to sources, he will also need to be confronted with, in fact, as Kavita, who will be questioned by ED tomorrow. Maybe he will be confronted with Kavita, and also Anup Pillai, another accused, and also Vijay Nair, and all these accused may have to be confronted together, and the ED will try to build a watertight case. So this could be the plan of the Enforcement Directorate. And as I said today, the Rouse Avenue Court will also be very significantly hearing the bail application filed by Manish Sisodia, and this at such a time that ED has arrested him. So, as I said earlier, even if the Rouse Avenue Court grants Manish Sisodia bail today, he cannot walk free because ED is all set to seek his remand for 10 days. We'll have to wait and see how many days custody the Rouse Avenue Court will grant to the Enforcement Directorate.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh also with us on the broadcast. So, Bhavtosh, there's unlikely to be any relief for Manish Sisodia, even if he is given bail. The Enforcement Directorate is seeking his custody for his remand for 10 days. So, his questioning in the case is going to continue. Even if there is any relief in form of a bail that comes in, the Enforcement Directorate will step in and the questioning in the liquor gate scam is going to continue.
Yes, Pratibha. In fact, yesterday, the Enforcement Directorate formally arrested the accused number one, Manish Sisodia, in the money laundering case revolving around the alleged excise policy scam. He became the 13th person to be arrested in this case. And as our colleagues were telling us that tomorrow, that's on Saturday, an important day for several of the accused in this case. In fact, for the case, because here inside the Enforcement Directorate headquarters, three key players will be questioned simultaneously: K. Kavita, Arun Ramchandra Pillai, and also Manish Sisodia. They can be confronted with each other. They can also be separately questioned. What we are gathering is that they will be first examined separately. They will be examined with documents and also could be confronted with each other. Now, Arun Ramchandra Pillai was the proxy owner of 33% of the 65% shares of Indo Spirits, and then Indo Spirits managed to win the retail zones of Delhi, and this was completely illicit and completely illegal and should not have happened. That's how the cartelization actually happened. That's the basic case of both the agencies, whether it's CBI or, for that matter, Enforcement Directorate. K. Kavita, in fact, hit hard at the center as well as Enforcement Directorate, claiming that this is a witch hunt. So has Arvind Kejriwal. Earlier, when Manish Sisodia was also not arrested, he also had attacked the center. But other developments that have taken place is the fact that opposition have joined hands for the first time, targeting the center and also federal probe agencies. Even as we speak, there is also another round of searches that are being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate in a different case, that is money laundering case revolving around the land for jobs scam.
Okay.
And this is happening at a time when in 2 days' time the Parliament will be open for the second round of budget session.
Yes. All right. Bhavtosh, Priyank and Harish request you to stay on with us. We'll slip into a quick break here and be right back.